Let's begin in a forearm plank. Now alternate lifting the legs. Lift right, lift left. Now little bend stretch. Now heels press back, back, back. Now dip the hips side to side. Come to plank. Now hands directly under the shoulders, elbows point back. We lower and press. Inhale, lower, exhale, press. Now push back to a pike. We lower and press. Try to keep your shoulders in a straight line with your hands and hips. Now one knee in, down and press. Try to keep that knee squeezing towards your chest. Switch directions. Now one knee across and back, other knee across and back. Keep the hips in line with the shoulders. Come to the bar and stand about a fist's distance away, facing away. Both hands on the bar behind you with a light touch. Heels together, toes apart. Come up onto your toes and bend your legs. Lift your right leg up and take a 3/4 bend. Point the toes. Rotate your legs so your inner thigh faces the ceiling. Now little bend stretch. Keep rotating that inner thigh to the ceiling. Now up, up, hold. Up, up, hold. Find that moment of stillness on the hold. Now circle the toes, go circle, circle, circle. How tiny can you make your circles? Switch directions. Now straighten the right leg and flex the foot. Rotate the inner thigh towards the ceiling. Now little lifts. Can you lift the leg just an inch higher? Now circle the toes, go circle, circle, circle. Don't drop the leg here, keep it up. Switch directions. Now reach and lift. Little lift in that right leg, little reach for the toes. Switch sides. Heels together, toes apart. Come up onto your toes and bend the legs. Left leg lifts. Point the toes, turn it out. Now little bend stretch. You're working and strengthening your quad here. That's the muscle along the top of the thigh. Now up, up, hold. Up, up, hold. Can you get just an inch higher? Now circle the toes, go circle, circle, circle. How tiny can you make your circles? Switch directions. Now straighten the left leg and rotate the inner thigh towards the ceiling. Flex your foot. Now little lifts. Isolate that movement. Now circle the toes. Go circle, circle, circle. Don't drop the leg here. Keep it up. Switch directions. Now little lift of the leg, little reach for the toes. Release. Now turn to the side, left hand on the bar. Heels together, toes apart. Raise to your highest tiptoes and connect your heels back together. Now slide your right toes forward a few inches and bend your knees. Now tuck side to side. Tuck right, tuck left. Roll your hip bones forward. Keep those abs in. Now pulse it down. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Keep the hips tucked under. Engage your core. Now tuck your hips. Tuck, tuck, tuck. Draw your abs in even more. Now step your feet together and turn out. Heels together, toes apart. Bend your legs and cross your right ankle behind your left. Now knees open and close. You don't need to touch your knees together, just squeeze them in and out. Now circle the hips. You're hitting every muscle in the abdominals and thighs here. Switch directions. Now down an inch, up an inch. Try to get 1 inch lower. Switch sides. Toes turned out, left foot forward a few inches. Sink your seat down. Now tuck side to side. Tuck right, tuck left. Add a squeeze of the glutes when you tuck. Squeeze, squeeze. Now pulse it down. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Challenge yourself to get lower. Now tuck your hips. Tuck, tuck, tuck. This is a tiny tuck of your hips. Just tilt your pelvis forward. Other side, heels together, toes apart. Left ankle behind the right ankle. Now knees open and close. Get just an inch lower. Now circle the hips. Keep everything else still, just isolate those hips. Switch directions. Now down an inch, up an inch. Keep your hips tucked under. Release. Now turn to face the bar. Step out wide and lower into a grand plie, feet turned out. Now down for 2 and up for 2. Try to keep your knees directly over your feet as you lower. Don't sickle them in. Now down, down, hold. Down, down, hold. You should feel this in the thighs. Now knees press back. Engage your outer thighs here. Now lift one heel at a time. Lift right, lift left. Try not to move your hips. Stay low. Now pulse it down. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Come on, burn out those thighs. Extend your arms out to the sides. Now down for 2 and up for 2. Make sure you're not arching your back here. Tuck your hips back under. Now raise and lower the heels. Heels go up and down. How high can you raise those heels? Now lift one heel at a time. Lift right, lift left. Fire up the calves here. Come to hands and knees. Extend your right leg behind you and point your toes. Square your hips towards the floor and tuck your hips under. Now little lifts. Shift your weight towards your working side. Now we go out an inch, in an inch. Now in and up. Check if you're leaning over to the side. Recenter your weight. Now stay in this position. Just flex your right foot. Now feet come off the ground, shins parallel. We go out an inch, in an inch. Now in and up. The toes go in an inch, up an inch. Now little bend stretch. Really lengthen through that leg. Switch sides. Left leg extends straight back, toes pointed, abs in, retuck the hips. Now little lifts. Try not to arch your back here, retuck your hips. Now we go out an inch, in an inch. Now in and up. Squeeze the thigh, then the seat. Now flex your left foot. Now feet come off the ground, shins parallel. We go out an inch, in an inch. Now in and up. Check if you're leaning over to the side. Recenter your weight. Now little bend stretch. This is a tiny release of the knee, then stretch your leg all the way straight. Release. Come to seated. Feet and knees come together. Take a breath in, then lean your torso back. And exhale, round down. Engage your core and tuck your hips. Now hold to the side and tuck. Twist a bit deeper. Switch sides. Now hold to the side and tuck. Squeeze the abs in on the tuck. Now hold to the side and twist. Pull abs in, twist deeper. Now hold to the side and go down an inch, up an inch. Can you get just an inch lower? Switch sides. Now hold to the side and twist. We're targeting and toning the side of the waist here. Now hold to the side and go down an inch, up an inch. Keep your upper body relaxed. Now tuck the hips under. We tuck, tuck, tuck. This move is all about toning the lower abs and smoothing the belly. Come to seated. Left leg out in front at 90 degrees. Right leg behind you with the right knee in line with the right hip. Bring the heel close to the seat, point the toes. Pull your abs in and tuck your hips under. Now press back, and back, and back. You should feel this in the front of the thigh and the outer seat. Now little lifts. You should really feel this in your outer seat. Now uphold. Uphold. Find a moment of stillness in the hold. Now back hold. Back hold. Switch sides. Right leg in front at 90 degrees, left leg behind, foot pointed. Pull your abs back in and retuck your hips. Now press back, and back, and back. Don't let your leg drop, keep it up. Now little lifts. Can you go just an inch higher? Now uphold. Uphold. Find a moment of stillness in the hold. Now back hold. Back hold. Come to lying on your back. Legs straight up, feet flexed. Now lower and lift. The lower you go, the more intense this is on your lower abs. Now open, close, curl. Legs open, close, hips lift. Now flex, point, curl. Pull in those abs and contract to lift the hips up. Now one squeeze, one curl. Squeeze the legs, curl the hips up. And let it go. Lower the hips. Legs up in a 3/4 bend. Now lower and lift. The lower you go, the more intense this is on your lower abs. Now curl up. Short, quick exhale when you come up. Now bicycles. For an extra challenge, keep those legs low to the ground. And release. Bring your feet to parallel and come up onto your toes. Glue your thighs together and lift your hips up. Now knees open and close. Open, then squeeze your thighs together. Now tuck side to side. Tuck right, tuck left. Roll your hip bones forward. Keep those abs in. Now tuck your hips. Tuck, tuck, tuck. Tuck and squeeze the glutes at the top. Release and lay back. Bring your feet to parallel. Raise up to your toes and lift your hips up to a bridge. Now circle the hips. How tiny can you make those circles? Switch directions. Now knees open and close. Don't let your hips drop. Keep them up. Now tuck, tuck, hold. Tuck, tuck, hold. Now tuck your hips. Tuck, tuck, tuck. This is less about lifting the hips and more about contracting the base of the seat. And let it go. Lower the hips. And release. Extend your right leg to the ceiling. Then cross your right ankle over your left knee for a figure 4 stretch. Reach the right hand in between the legs and wrap the left hand around the hamstring. Bind the hands and pull the hamstring into the chest. Soften your hips and soften your face. Release both feet to your mat. Figure 4 left side. Cross the left ankle over the right knee. Weave the left hand in between the legs and grab the right hamstring with both palms. Then relax back and draw the hamstring in. Draw the right leg in closer and feel a stretch in the outer left hip. Release. Bring both feet back to the earth. Inhale, hug your knees to your chest. And exhale, let your knees fall to the left side for supine twist. Extend the right arm to the right. Gaze to the right. Return to center. Bring the feet back to the mat. Switch sides. Let the knees fall to the right side and drape the left arm to the left. Turn the chin left and be soft. Come back to center. Stretch your legs out and find Shavasana. Enjoy Shavasana here for as long as feels right for you. Thank you for sharing your practice with us.